Now to our main event, we have in the lightweight division, we got reigning undisputed lightweight champion Ilia Topuria versus former interim champion, well, current and former interim champion Justin Gaethje. And how do I feel about this one right here? Is I'll go high confidence Ilia Topuria to beat Justin Gaethje. So Justin Gaethje, like Topuria, they love to choke in undisputed title fights in the UFC, or undisputed, truly undisputed, not just undisputed BMF, because he didn't choke like Poirier's worse. Poirier chokes in undisputed BMF belts and undisputed UFC belts. He choked in the BMF fight against Holloway and Gaethje, but Gaethje at least won a undisputed BMF belt by beating Poirier or something like that. So at least, very least, he ain't as bad as Poirier. But at the end of the day, where it matters most, the real deal, he's choked just as much as, or just about as much as Poirier. Fought Khabib, got choked out. Fought Oliveira, got choked out. So twice he fought the belt, twice got choked out. I think it's the third time he gets choked out here. But I think he's gonna get diced up on the feet first before he gets choked out. He's gonna get clubbed and sub, and then submitted all within the first round. I really don't think Gaethje got too much for him. A lot of people like to glaze Gaethje's last performance, but in reality, that fight, Paddy Pimblett won the large majority of those minutes in that fight. He was picking apart on the feet, having his way with him. But the thing is that Paddy Pimblett fight with his hands so low that he would be having these great moments. He'd be dissecting Gaethje on the feet, and then he would leave his hands low, and then Gaethje would catch him. And then the round would, that's how fighting goes. You got to, as good as you are on offense, you got to be on defense. You can't just be sloppy on defense. That's what a guy that has power. Because Pimblett was doing great offense, getting busy. I think still, even with Gaethje win fight, he still didn't get outlanded by like 30, like 20, significant, by like 30 total strikes. So he would get, again, the stats reflect what I see. Pimblett was getting off on him at will, but his defense just was not there. And Topuria, we don't got to worry about his defense too much. We don't got to worry about his striking. His boxing is some of the sharpest boxing in MMA history. Maybe the sharpest in MMA history. I ain't going to give him all that, but definitely among them. He's faster, he's sharper, more technical. Gaethje really ain't got the best defense. Gaethje's approaches to fighting are very linear, unchecked, what's called empty, what they call blind, empty, unset up leg kicks, big swing hooks, a little bit of a jab. But all these things he's doing is ducking his head off and doing a leg kick. He can run into a rear hand. He's soft to the body. So everything, he got so many openings that this Topuria, Topuria's going to look at Gaethje like a buffet. And so many things he does that are wrong. It's good for him and been great for his career, but are just technically wrong. And there's things that Topuria loves to exploit that are technically wrong with him. Again, empty leg kicks, not set up, leaning his head right off the side into a rear hand, or maybe a rear hook, or cross. Soft to the body. When he's pressured, he just ducks his hands and just leans down like that. Could get teed off to the body. He does a lot of big hooks. He'll swing his hook, chin like this. So before he can just catch and hit him, like it's been so much stuff so easy. Like he catch him to the body. It's gonna be a field day for Topuria. Gaethje's gonna be too slow, too hittable. And whether it be a hit to the body that's going to crump him and then get him submitted, or it's going to hit up top, or it's going to be a combination of both, like Tim to the body, get his hands low, come up top, drop him. I see a club and sub in round one within the first 3 to 4 minutes of round one for Topuria. It's just different levels of this game. And Gaethje ain't never been on Topuria's level and will never be on Topuria's level. And I think Topuria runs right through him. I think it'll be a field day. And I think Gaethje is made to order for Ilia Topuria. So in this one, I have Ilia Topuria via first round submission.